Hi everyone, my name is Rodney. I'm here with Board Game Geek at FIJ 2020, and I've been joined by Florent from Nuts Publishing, and you brought with you a game. What is this one?
This is called 300, so it's about not only the Battle of the Thermopyles,
Yes.
but also all the campaigns that the Greeks and the Persian fought a long time ago.
And it's maybe worth noting, I think you were telling me earlier, this is based on another game that was published already in Japan, is that right?
Yes, a year ago.
Yes.
And so we bought the rights for all the languages, and so we'll publish it in English,
Yes.
in French, and I hope other
Right.
languages.
And what people are seeing here will change, including potentially the box cover and other things like that,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Because we got the board set up here in front of us as well, and we take a look at that. That's also going to be changing.
Exactly.
Visually it'll be
changing,
changing,
the
right?
board and the thumbnails here.
Yes.
The overall organization of the board will be the same,
Yeah.
but yes.
Visually, might be some changes.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, can you tell me a little bit about what's going on in the game here? Is it two-player? It looks like
Yes,
two-player. Yeah.
it is two-player. We're thinking, but not during the release, to make it with a
Yes,
solo boat.
Right.
But
Very
well,
popular option these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, it works really well as a two-player game.
Okay.
You got on one side here the Persian Empire.
Yes.
And all the other part of the board are the Greek cities.
Okay.
You got Athens and Sparta, and here the two main bases for the Persian Empire. The cubes are the armies, the discs are navies,
Navies, right, right.
and the heart of the game are the cards. There are only 16 cards, and they are shared by the two players.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the game, I shuffle the cards.
Yes.
And let's say you're the Persian player,
Right.
you got 12 gold points to buy stuff. And these are cards, 1 point, armies, 1 point, navies, 2 points, and the boat bridge over the Hellespont.
Yes.
So it makes, a land
Oh,
road.
connect in there. Okay.
Unless you
I see. This is split here.
Exactly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's your options.
Right.
Let's say you got 12 points.
Right. Right.
You buy 4.
Right.
Then you look at them, and
Yeah. We can hold them right here. Yes.
on each card you have the Greek side
Yes.
and the Persian side.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah.
And for example, because you are the Persian player, you only look at your side.
Okay.
But it prevents, the
Right.
Greek won't have that
this.
one.
And because it's such a small deck of cards, I assume after you play, you kind of know what's no longer in the deck, maybe or available to my opponent. That can make a difference in the decisions you make. Okay.
And one card is extremely important for the Persian player, sometimes for the Greek too,
Yes.
is the death of the King of Kings.
Okay.
Because it ends the turn, the campaign.
Right.
So after a while, when you get a few plays, you know that this card is very important to end earlier or not the
right.
game. So you bought 4 cards.
Yeah.
You didn't get the death of your king. So now
Yes.
you still have 8 points, let's say.
Right.
You buy 4 armies here, so still have 4 points.
Yeah.
And you buy 1 navy for 2 points and another 2 armies. So you're very strong.
Yes.
Now I'm the Greek player. I only have 6 gold points. I'll do just reinforce my base, and so the cost is the same for both players,
Right.
except for the navies. Navies cost only 1 point for me.
Okay. Yeah.
I do that, and I forgot one thing: 1, 2, 3, 4. So I take 2 cards. I don't have to look at them to know if my king is dead. I don't have a king.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
The Persian player always starts.
Yeah.
All right. So you play a card, either for the event
Yeah.
or for the activating one zone. Let's say.
So I can just throw one out to activate
yeah,
anyone's
yeah,
zone.
discard that one,
Yeah.
and let's say activate
Yeah.
this.
Right.
What you can do is activate all of them. So let's say 1 navy, 1 army, 2 armies will go to Naxos, for example. There's no opponent, so you can disembark.
Sure. Drop some people off.
No problem.
Yeah.
My turn.
Maybe in general terms, what I'd be curious to know,
Yeah.
rather than like the specifics of what you're going to do every turn, what is it ultimately I'm trying to do?
Oh.
What is my goal really?
These is the victory tracks.
Yes.
Okay, and you need to have more victory points than the other one.
Right.
You have that by controlling more provinces or cities than your opponent.
And is that assessed all the time, or is it like at the end of the round?
It's at the end of when the end of the turn is when the two players pass.
Okay, passed. Yeah.
Then you calculate. Well, calculate. That's a big name. You look at the supply, which is shown by the wheat size symbol.
Yeah.
And then according to that, it's I control 1, 2, 3 provinces.
Right.
You control 1, 2, 3 provinces.
Yeah.
So nothing. But I will fight back. I try to get Naxos back,
of course, right.
or take Theb or Delphi, and so on. Let's say I'm like this.
Yeah.
5 minus 3 would be 2 for me.
And that will push it in your direction, right? Okay.
And so on each turn.
Right.
And usually it's only between 2, +2, and -2. So each victory point is very important
so
in every
when
zone.
the game ends, you just want to be on your side, anywhere on your side, right?
Exactly.
And then you've won, right?
Yeah. And there's only 5 turns.
Right.
When your king dies, that's one less turn. So it's between 3 and 5. You're never sure when the game will end. Exactly.
Right. Well, how is maybe one little detail that might be interesting to see is how is combat resolved in the game?
Yep. Exactly. That's very important because let's say there's a land road here.
Yes.
You already control here.
I like the way this is looking now. Much better for me. Yes. Okay.
And so you discard a card to activate Cestos.
Right.
You can, because you control
I can pass through them?
Yeah. And attack Delphi. What will happen is you will throw 1 die per unit you have.
Yes.
So 3 for you.
Right.
Only 1 for me.
Right.
That's simultaneous. But because we're in Greece, your highest roll will be a 4. Even if you do a 5 or 6, it's going to be a 4.
Okay.
So with only my unit, if I roll a 5 or 6,
then
I will win.
Because you're just looking for the highest. Rolling more dice, I don't add them all up. I'm looking for my highest value among them. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
If, for example, I do a 6, I just take 1 unit out of the card, the map. Sorry. If we both do a 4, so that's a draw.
Yeah. We both as well. Okay. Right.
If, for example, I eliminate 1 unit, you can say, okay, I'm staying.
Yes.
I'll try. Or you can retreat.
Okay. I could attack again, but now I'd only be rolling 2 dice.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. Okay. It's very straightforward.
Yep.
But you're playing the probabilities to get more units in there. I have a better chance of getting a higher value.
And of course, the cards can change that.
Right. Okay. So you play might increase your combat.
Yeah. I mean, you got 1 card, and it's you got Miltiades, who is stronger, or Leonidas, who fights all the Persians against him.
So drawing a little bit on the history of the time too, then, right?
It's simple, straightforward. Has, in my opinion, a lot of depth because you can fight by land, by sea, mix both.
Right.
And 30 minutes.
And what's the timeline for this? When do you expect this to release?
Normally, we should have everything done by the end of September.
September of 2020.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much for giving us an overview of the game. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And if you'd like to see more information, where can they find that? Maybe on the website?
on our website and also on BGG.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.